Hi, I'm Sandy, and welcome to Life with Sandy. Well, hello. Today is Thursday, August 25th. There's a feel of rain in the air, although they're not predicting rain until next week, but it sure feels like it today. But we have some birthdays today. Today is Philip, who is Sparklin' Susan's dad. Today is Philip's birthday. I think you're out to dinner right now, about now, Philip. I think you're having sushi. Ugh. But everybody likes sushi, I guess. Not me, though. But Philip, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Philip. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Lori Hensley's birthday, so Lori, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lori. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Gail Harris. Gail, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gail. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And it's also Rosie. Okay, Rosie, I saved you for last because you have a long last name. Helmniak. 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 Helminiak. Helmniak. Helmniak. How close am I, Rosie? How close? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rosie. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all of you have a great birthday. Anyway, trying to get comfortable. I didn't really set you up in a really good spot here. You're just sitting on my footstool. It's not really an ottoman out here. But I'm trying to finish my book. I'm almost done. It's like I usually, when I start a book, I like to finish it. There's been a very, 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 very few that I've just thought, I'm not wasting any more time with it. I'm done. But this one, like I said, it's interesting enough, but it's just not my style. It's just not my genre. So, but I do find it interesting. So that I think that's the only thing that's keeping me involved in reading it. I'm going to just show you my breakfast today because I'm going to close out this video early. I got some stuff I got to do later on this afternoon. And I had for breakfast, I had a scrambled egg mess. I didn't even attempt an omelet. Didn't even attempt it. But I had a bag of Jimmy Dean's crumbled sausages. And then I had the Ore-Ida onions, peppers mix, veggie mix. So I put that in the pan with a couple eggs and scrambled them. And then I had a couple pieces of cinnamon toast. Oh, so good. So high in points. And then a grapefruit. You'll see all of this. You don't need to know that. And I just finished a peach with my water. It's my second glass of water over here. And then for dinner, I'm going to have, I had frozen the recipe with Roy. Had a chicken barbecued, peach chicken barbecued crock pot meal or whatever. Jim and I had it last week. It was delicious. It was delicious. Jim even loved it. We had it. I'm going to have that for dinner, I think, which is 300 calories. And then later on tonight, I'm probably going to have some popcorn. I have one of those little bags of popcorn. So I'm going to hit probably around 1,400 calories today. Jim is going to he has a barbecue at his club. Jim's a RSO officer, which is a range safety officer. I had to think what that stands for. Like when people go to shoot, they always have to have somebody, a safety officer. I don't know if it's required by law or not, but his club requires that someone's there just to make sure that people are following the rules and being safe and all that good stuff. And so then every year they reward them in the summer. Before they have their meeting for the coming year, they have a big barbecue. So Jim's going to go to that. And then yesterday when I was talking about recycling the cans, it's actually the returnable cans. We get 10 cents a can and they return them, but then they recycle them and then they use them for the cans again, type of thing, for the bottles and stuff. So in a sense, it is like a recycling process. And then you get paid a dime for each can. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It's a pain in the neck to always constantly be saving them and that. I have a waste paper basket in my laundry room with just a trash bag in there to collect the cans, and so that when I do finally go to the store, I just gather it up and then go, and then I'm all set with that. I don't know what day Danny's coming. He usually comes either on Thursday or Friday, so I'm not sure what day he's coming this week. But when he does, I always show you when he comes. If he comes today, which I don't think he is, because usually he would have called me by now, I'll take a film of them. And then thank you for, I'm getting so many questions for Jimmy and Danny. I just have to inform them that they're doing a video. They don't know that yet. I just got to get them both in the room at the same time and get the video done. But I probably have about 15 or 16 questions already, maybe even more. I have a lot of questions for them. So a couple of them I never even thought to ask them that. So I'll learn just as much about them as you will at the same time. Yeah, we've been watching Big Brother. I really don't have a favorite to win this year. They all kind of just, I was, like Brittany wasn't so bad, but then yesterday I was kind of bored because there was nothing on and I didn't really feel like reading, and Jim was cutting the lawn. So I turned on the live feeds because I have Paramount, and I always did kind of like Brittany, but after seeing her on the live feed, the way she was talking to Jasmine, who's not one of my favorites. Jasmine, I thought I was bad having a birthday month. As Turner says, she has a birthday year. She just, everything is, well, you can't do it this week because it's my birthday week, and then can't do it today because it's my birthday, and then can't do it because it's my birthday month, and kind of reminded me of somebody I knew. Not me. But, so, they were talking to her, and then I just didn't like the way Brittany was treating her. Taylor, for some reason, reminds me of Alyssa, my granddaughter. People don't have to look like people to remind me of people. Obviously, Taylor is black, Alyssa is white. There's a big difference right there. Taylor's like in her 20s, Alyssa's only 14. Another big difference right there. But there's something in the mannerisms or the way they talk or the cadence of the voice when they're speaking, something that whenever she talks, I'm thinking, oh, that's Alyssa. That's Alyssa 10 years from now. That's just how I think. But Michael's playing a good game, but Michael, I know people that don't watch Big Brother say, I'm bored. This is bored. Move on to something else. But anyway, my thoughts on tonight. This is what I'm thinking is going to happen tonight. I think Jasmine's going to go in the inside house. And on the outside house, I think that Joseph's going to go, because I think that's the smartest move for Terrence to make at this time. And so I think that that's going to be the way it goes. And what I think is going to happen tonight is I think they're going to show you the first half hour, probably some clips from both sides and whatever. And then they're going to show you the eviction in the house and do the quick little interview, and then they're going to do the eviction on the outside of the house and then do a quick little interview. But they're not going to show you them meeting up, because I think they're going to want to film that so that they can edit it in on Sunday, and then they'll show you the reaction, all the talk behind the scenes, and then do the head of household then, so you can see all that on Sunday's episode. That's my prediction. This just shows you I'm so addicted to TV shows. And then what else was I going to talk about? Jim was out here, he's sleeping. I was going to take a video of him sleeping, but I thought, no, that's kind of rude. But he actually talked for a hot minute, not very long, but a little bit. And then he went back in to take a nap in the house before he leaves for his big barbecue. He wants to be all rested for his relaxing barbecue so he doesn't fall asleep there. And we were just talking about how fast the summer's going by and just how fast life is going by. It's just going by so fast. And, I think back to the decisions I've made my whole life, and I've made a lot of poor, which I've told you in the past, I've made a lot of poor money decisions, a lot of poor money decisions in my life. So I could have so much more money now if I would have made better choices, smarter choices. But I have enough money to live on. So I don't have a lot of money to leave, but then nobody left me money. Well, I should take that back. My mother-in-law, my father-in-law left us some money. But my parents, I guess that's where I got it from. Live for the moment. And it's kind of like what I do. I live for the moment. And decisions I made in the past as far as losing weight, I've lost weight in the past. At one point, I lost like 75 pounds. I came so close to Wonderland. I got down to like 204. I was just so close. And then slowly worked my way back up, and then I realized I was 304.2. So I was like it seemed like a blink of an eye, but it really wasn't. When I look at my tracker, it took like a couple years to get there. But for the saving grace that I did make some decisions along the way to try to nip it in the bud, like Barney Fife says. I did try to do that along the way, and which kept me probably from getting to 300 pounds sooner, because inevitably I did get up there. But it was such a shock when I saw it, because I really didn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It was like, it was unfathomable to me to think that I was over 300 pounds. I always said, like I'm tall, so I can get away with it. Denise loved it when we had our family pictures taken when we were coming back from Minnesota. I was always able to be the one that was in the back because I was so tall. But as I'm getting older, I'm shrinking. I'm not really shrinking. They say you don't really shrink. It's just that your spine kind of lowers, kind of leans. And so that's why you're definitely shrinking a little bit. But, and your body mass is kind of squatting down a little bit. But I had to be in the front of the things. And so she took great joy in that and pointing that out to me. But, I can always look back on my life and think that there's decisions that I should have made better decisions, I think anybody can look back and say that too, but I think that the poor decisions that we made in the past define who we are now, because you learn from your mistakes. And if I'm like everybody else, I've made my share of mistakes in my life, but I pride myself in the fact that I did learn from them. Maybe not as fast as I should have. Maybe it took a little bit longer than I should have, but I still learn from them, and I'm still learning from my mistakes. Now, I know that I'm confused, as a lot of people are confused, is why I decided to join back at Weight Watchers. Part of me I'm just not a quitter, and so it just was against. Even when I quit, and when I went to go on the app and saw that I couldn't get on it, I kind of went through with a little bit of withdrawal. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I can't get on my app. And then. But I knew that the right decision for me right now is to do the calorie counting, because I'm feeling so much better. You're going to see with my breakfast, I did the reassessment for Weight Watchers, and I get 18 points now. I used 18 points for my breakfast. I used my whole 18 points for my breakfast, but it ended up only being like 675 calories, something like that. Which, if that's all I would have, and it was more or less because I picked foods that are a little bit obviously heavier in points. I use like full fat butter. I don't like a margarine or a butter spread or like the squirt butters and things like that. I don't like it. So why am I going to try to use it now to lose weight and then know that when I lose my weight I'm going to try to go back to eating it? I got to learn to eat that along the way. I love a good piece of toast. Now I do like the Carb Smart bread, which is 2 points for 2 slices. I do like that, but I also liked the 6 points that I used for the 2 slices of the cinnamon bread. It was just something that I needed. It was a little bit of a sweet that kind of fulfilled my sugar craving, and so just the 2 pieces of toast was 12 points. But it was worth every point, and it was really probably maybe 300 calories rather, which is really not a lot of calories unless you eat a lot of things like that a lot. So no, I have to find a plan that's going to work for me. Calorie counting is working for me. I've had 2 weeks of steady losses, good losses. I know that's not going to follow me every single week, but I think it was enough to get me back on track to having my dedication back to knowing that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Is not calorie count, but eat foods that I love without guilt. And I think I was getting to that point. I was eating foods. Whenever I ate foods that I really liked, I felt a little bit guilty. I felt guilty. Now, I know that they said, too, that one of my biggest problems with the Weight Watchers, too, was that trying to get the blue dot. Because the blue dot, you could go like 5 over or 10 under. But I'm going to go over 5 points today just when I eat my lunch and dinner. Because for lunch, I plan on having a grilled cheese sandwich with probably a vegetable of some sort. Maybe I'd have a little bit of salad left over. I know, trust me, I do have some salad left. I know that was a pretty hefty salad yesterday, but I do have a little bit of salad left. And then for dinner, like I said, I'm going to have some rice with the chicken that he made, and I'll probably have a pudding for dessert. So I'm enjoying myself eating again, and I'm trying to, with the calorie counting, at least for the month or two, is to get a better sense of what I can eat and stay within my plan and still count the calories, but just until I'm back in a groove, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in a month. I'll reassess in a month. I always like to give myself a month. Usually I start on the first of the month. This time I started in the middle of the month. Maybe that's my lucky charm, starting in the middle of the month rather than at the end of the month. But it was a hard decision for me to decide. Really, it really was a hard decision whether or not I should go back to Weight Watchers or that. But I do, even though they're so repetitive lately, the meeting highlights every week seem to kick into what I'm feeling that week for whatever reason. Maybe I didn't really realize it consciously, but subconsciously when they have a topic, I'm thinking, they're talking right to me. So I needed that. I really definitely needed that. I need all your support and encouragement, which you give me every single day, which I'm so appreciative of. And I just need to stay on a plan that's going to be good for me for the rest of my life. And for now, it's Weight Watchers and calorie counting. A combination of the both. Oh, I know. I was talking about the blue points. I know. It came back into my... the problem with the blue points, I thought, with the Weight Watchers is I kept trying to get a blue point. And so, a blue dot, rather. So I kept trying to get a blue dot. And then I would try to stay within the things. And so the weeklies, if you divided it up, like I think you got like 28 weeklies, which means that you could use 4 extra points each day. Some days you ate more than 4, and then as soon as I didn't get that blue dot, I thought, oh, you screwed up the week. So that was kind of a thing that I didn't really like. I didn't find supportive for me. So that's one of the reasons that I needed to get out of the frame of mind of getting a blue dot. I didn't mind the tracking every day. That doesn't bother me because I like to keep track of what I'm eating for now. But sometimes it's just nice to just eat and just know that, I know I can eat this without it costing me a ton of points or a ton of calories. That's my thought. I've been drinking a lot of orange juice lately, only because I love orange juice. I just so love orange juice. And when I've lost my weight in the past, I've never excluded orange juice. I always just drank regular orange juice. And I still lost weight when I was on some kind of a Weight Watchers or weight loss plan. And this is like a light thing, which is half the calories. And I still like it. And I like to get some cranberry juice in. And so the combination of the both just helps me. And so I'm not making excuses. I'm just explaining my theory on why I'm drinking so much orange juice lately, because I absolutely love orange juice. I know that a regular orange would be better for me. It takes you longer to eat. It's a little bit, like your body can relate to, like you're taking a little bit of time eating an orange. I'm too lazy. You got to do all that peeling. And then you got to pull that skin off of the thing, and then I haven't got that many teeth, and so when I'm trying to chew it, the skin, I know, you don't need to hear all this. No, regular oranges are not for me, although I'll eat a grapefruit. Go figure. Anyway, I guess that's it for now. Let me show you what I had for breakfast. Let you know that for lunch, I do plan on having a grilled cheese sandwich with some grapes, probably a cucumber, and for dinner, I'm going to have the shredded peach barbecued crock pot chicken from Recipes with Roy. and over some rice with some iced tea and a chocolate pudding for dessert. That's my plan. But I wanted to end this video now. So I know they're doing air takeoffs and landing practices over at the Air Force Base by me. So there's a lot of background. I like looking at the planes when they go by. Sometimes they're so low, I can see the pilot. That's kind of scary. That's kind of scary when they're that low. And then the emergency response unit for the medic helicopter is out of the base. So I don't like seeing those all that much though. But it's nice that they're there and it's close that you can get it. But it's sad to think that somebody needs a helicopter to get them to the hospital. So, okay, now I'm done. Let's see what I had to eat. In the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Be kind, be nice, be healthy. Be happy and healthy. Stay safe. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Well, I didn't even attempt to do an omelet today. So that's the scrambled egg with some sausage crumbles and a pepper blend inside with 2 pieces of cinnamon toast with a tablespoon of butter, orange juice, tea, and a grapefruit. I had a banana when I woke up for 105 calories, 0 points. For breakfast, the eggs, 2 eggs are 143 calories, 0 points. Half a cup of the Jimmy Dean sausage crumbles, 120 calories for 4 points. The Ore-Ida vegetable pepper blend is 25 calories or 0 points. My grapefruit is 82 calories or 0 points. My Thomas's cinnamon bread is 160 calories for 2 slices or 6 points. A tablespoon of regular butter is 101 calories or 6 points. And the juice is 55 calories or 2 points. So my breakfast is 686 calories and 18 points. I get 18 points a day, so I have reached my point limit for my breakfast. I realize I've been drinking a lot of juice lately. I love orange juice and I love cranberry juice. For 55 calories, I think I can afford it, but I try not to go overboard on the juice like I used to do on the fruits, or the berries to be more precise.